Because let me
Mhm.
tell you about probate before I get into how to get started. But understanding, if you don't, there's two plans that the government already has a plan for you, has a plan for me, for you, for everybody, every listener out there. The government has a plan, and the plan is pay me to decide what happens to the things that you worked your entire life for. That's what the government's plan is. So we have to pay the government, or in other words, the courts and the attorneys, to decide on what happens to the things that we worked hard for.
Mhm.
Now, that's the first plan. And if you don't get an estate plan, that's the plan you're going to be on, because the government already has that plan. The second plan is to have your own plan where you decide, and you don't have to pay the government to be able to decide on what happens to your things, your retirement accounts, your your life insurance, your homeowners, all of that. The government gets to decide on what happens to it if you don't have an estate plan.